Welcome back to Unlocking Canada, the podcast that's your insider guide to the land of immigrants, moves, and massive opportunities. I'm your host, Dr. Annie Chawla, lawyer and your one stop shop for Canadian immigration and wealth planning. Today, we're flipping the script. Moving to Canada isn't just about spending money, it's about growing your wealth, creating opportunities, and securing your family's future. And to prove it, I'm back with another episode of Unlocking Canada, and we have amongst us Alban Jerome. Alban, ready to talk about why moving to Canada is the best investment you'll ever make?
Thanks, Annie. I'm excited to dig into how Canada can be a launchpad for wealth building and global success with the right moves. Because let's be honest, the snow isn't free.
I completely agree with you, Alban. Alban, let's start with the big idea. For someone considering moving to Canada, why is it more than just a move? Why is it a strategic investment?
Well, that's a very good question, Annie. I think the first thing we need to look at is Canada as a country. It is one of the second largest country globally. It is also one of the largest countries in North America in terms of its investment capabilities. There is a lot of opportunities for people, whether it's investing in real estate, investing in technologies.
Mhm.
The opportunity cost is substantially lower as well. For example, Canadian real estate is one of the safest and most lucrative investments for many people globally. Yes, cities like Toronto and Vancouver constantly rank among the top 10 global cities for real estate. Appreciation with luxury properties growing in value, something like about 5 to 10% annually in some markets. Global market access, right? If you're a resident, you are actually in a position at the right crossroads or trade agreements like the USMCA, the CPTPP, and the CETA, which basically gives you, in layman terms, unparalleled access to the US, Europe, and Asia for your business. For example, Canadian companies can export tariff-free to over 1.5 billion consumers worldwide. And Canada's tax incentives for business and investors are incredible. Programs like the shred credits, they can return up to 60% of your R&D spending. And with the right smart structuring, you can grow your wealth here while keeping your tax liabilities very manageable.
So, moving to Canada is like opening a gateway to global opportunities, isn't it?
Absolutely. A lot of people don't realize this. It's just not about living here. It's about what you can build and access from here, end of the day.
All right, Alban, so let's talk specifics. Real estate is always a very big topic, even for my clients and across Canada. How can high net worth individuals grow wealth through property in Canada?
That's a very nice way to ask. How can be a good investment to come to Canada, right?
Yes.
Real estate in Canada is one of the best ways to grow wealth. We all agree on that. And here is why. Let me iterate that. Consistent growth. In
Mhm.
cities like Toronto and Vancouver, property values have tripled over the past 20 years. Even
Mhm.
small cities like Halifax and Calgary are seeing growth rates of anywhere between 8 to 12% annually. A 2 million property in Toronto today could easily appreciate to 3 to 4 million dollars in the next decade. Rental income. Demand for rental properties always skyrocketing due to the immigration that's happening constantly in Canada. Luxury rentals in prime locations can yield anywhere between 3 to 6% annually while your property value grows, right? So you always have some returns coming in. For those of them willing to invest in commercial real estate, properties like office spaces and warehouses offer even higher returns, especially in growing markets like Calgary and Montreal.
Okay, so what if someone wants to build a business instead of buying a property? What happens then?
So, do you mean like setting up a startup or buying a
Exactly.
venture?
Yes.
That's great. That's actually what Canada truly shines. Today, there's a lot of government backed grants, tax credits, and venture capital support to make Canada one of the most startup friendly countries in the world.
Okay, so let's switch gears for a second, and I'm sure all the viewers would want to know more about, for many families, moving to Canada is just not about wealth. it's about creating a more stable and secure future because the kids are involved, families are involved, right? And what does Canada offer on that front?
Well, Annie, that's a very, very personal question because for all of us, I think how much when we build our capital, family is very important, right? And I think this is something that resonates with Canada as a community, as a culture, as a country. Canada is home to one of the world's top universities, like the University of Toronto, McGill. Canadian education today is globally recognized and sets up kids for success. I'm just talking about the K-12, not just the universities or the higher education system. For families, this is an investment that pays dividends for generations because sets the kids up for success from day one. We also
Mhm.
have universal healthcare. Free healthcare means you're not spending thousands of dollars a year on medical expenses. And if
Yes.
you want enhanced services, Canada also offers private insurance for a fraction of what is available elsewhere, giving you access to private healthcare as well.
Mhm.
In terms of safety and stability, Canada ranks among the top 10 safest countries in the world. For families, that's peace of mind, and that is a priceless commodity.
Absolutely, I agree with you completely. So, just not about building wealth, it's about protecting it and then creating a better future for your family. And that's what our clients really need.
Exactly. Like I said, it's a perfect combination for growth, security, and opportunity across the sectors.
Excellent. So, Alban, I think you've convinced everybody and our viewers that moving to Canada is just isn't a cost. It's the best investment that they'll ever make. Any final advice that you'd like to give to our listeners?
Absolutely, Annie. First thing, like you said, it is an investment, right? And the one thing that I tell everybody is approach this move with a growth mindset. Canada offers endless opportunities to build wealth, grow your business, and secure a safe future for your family.
Mhm.
Come prepared. You have to stay focused on what you're trying to build, and you can thrive here, right? And all of us who are immigrants are a testament to that success.
Very well said, Albin. And to all our listeners, remember, this isn't just a move, it's your chance to unlock a life full of growth, stability, and success, as Albin rightly mentioned. Until next time, keep dreaming big and planning smart, and see you all in Canada very, very soon. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Annie, for having me. It was a pleasure, as always, to be part of your
Thank you, Albin.
podcast.
It was an absolute pleasure having you here. Thank you so much for your time today.